Right, hello.
Fine.
Shut up, Donny.
Oh, it's all amazing, isn't it? Okay.
You done, Donny? I can wait all night, Donny. We good? Good. Right.
Let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Tune on in, come on, let's go.
Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 18, I think, of the Sonic Show's Opinion Zone. It's a bit of a strange episode today. There's a whole cast change up as people couldn't be asked to show up and all that sort of fun. But we do have two regulars here. We have the wonderful and delightful Fuad.
Hello.
We have the waste of space Donny.
Hi, how you doing?
Good, thank you. We have a variety of guests as well today, and to hopefully give us some enlightenment on our theme of topic. Firstly, I would like to introduce the wonderful regular John O'D. We also have, very much an expert on conventions, we have Kevin.
Hello.
Hello. Kevin of Last Minute Continue, and of course the Sonic Boom commentaries. And talking of Boom commentaries, we have another member. We have the lovely Cat.
Hello.
Hello. So there's a whole bunch of people here today, and we are here to discuss something that most people in the community have either been to or want to go to, or keep sending me messages asking me when we're going to do another one. It's Sonic conventions, which I don't want to, brag, but I'm pretty sure that we in the UK started the whole concept. Not conventions, obviously, they exist.
There are no
I was about to say.
before.
No conventions at all. But, every Sonic convention is down to us, indirectly. We really deserve royalties, but never mind. Everyone here has been to a convention of some kind, except for Donny, who just ends up staying awake for like 9 hours and commentating on them. We haven't had Summer of Sonic for quite a while. People keep wondering if it's going to come back next year. Who knows? Nobody knows. Sega probably don't know themselves. And there's been a lot of talk recently about Sonic Boom and how that's hopefully going to be back for 2016. And everyone got super excited because someone posted a reply to a Facebook message saying, we might do one next year, maybe. Which apparently is basically a confirmation. And we have John O'D, yourself. You run a convention every year. Well, it's an annual convention, isn't it?
It is an annual convention now. The original one, unfortunately, Claire or Ruifu, our founder, isn't here to actually sort of talk about it. But yeah, the event which we both run started off in 2014, Western Supersonic. And it basically just started off as a very, very small thing in a little village hall. And then it kind of grew. And then we had our event in 2015, and everybody really enjoyed that and loved it. And then, we're getting ready for 2016, and it's going really, really well.
I'm pleased to hear. And I'm going to be there, hopefully. Yes?
You're invited.
Yay! Confirmed!
Way to put him on the spot.
Where's my ticket?
What you mean you didn't back the Kickstarter, Jamie?
No, actually, Jamie did back the Kickstarter.
Yes, I
Well, there
did.
he is. Of course he's going.
So conventions, especially Sonic ones, you specifically, Kev, you were there right from the beginning of Summer of Sonic. You had a major impact and influence on that and how that turned out. How important do you think these sort of things are? I mean, do you think they're a necessity for the community?
I don't think they're a necessity, necessarily.
They certainly enrich the community, though, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. They enrich. They strengthen bonds that between the company, the brand, and the fans in a way that online just can't do. The precursor to Summer of Sonic was really all the various community events that Jamie, you yourself were a part of on a couple of occasions, whereby back in the days when I was at Sega and we had community events when there was a new game coming out, and we had various fan site people come in along with specialist press. So if it was a Mario Sonic game, there would be the various fan sites represented there, but there would also be the likes of Nintendo, Nintendo Life, and others like that. But it's only through meeting up with people in real life that the online bonds are really truly formed. It was only when we had those events that fans that only really sort of had a sort of nodding appreciation of each other, maybe a sense of a familiarity, or some degree of friendship, but that was really solidified, and it was meeting each other, discussing face to face in and outside of the event, and it was through those initially that the community, which at the time was quite fractured, actually. There was a lot of mistrust, and all these fan sites didn't really want to do anything with each other, and it was very much sort of walls up, battle lines drawn in case anyone ever did anything. But that went away and everyone sort of became friends. So it was through things like that, and as a result, it's the same on an individual basis, that you actually have these individuals that can make new friends in a way that they may not necessarily do so online.
It's quite interesting because I think that's the interesting thing compared to, let's say, Summer of Sonic, Western Supersonic, and something like Sonic Boom in America, where over here, especially with the Summer of Sonic in comparison to Boom, it's very much organised and run by people from the community. Whereas you have in Boom, it's very much 100% a Sega operation.
There is that. I mean, you've mentioned those three conventions, and you do have like the three stages there, because, as you say, Western Supersonic is all fans. Summer of Sonic is in partnership, fans and Sega, and Sonic Boom is Sega, with the exception of the very, very first one, actually, where some of the retro guys were collared to assist, but they had no say in the planning of it or anything like that. It was still a PR event, really. More by name.
Yeah, I suppose just from having watched all the live streams of Sonic Boom in the States and seeing the pictures of the videos, Sonic Boom does sort of strike me less as a convention. It's almost more of a concert in a way, but does that kind of make any sense? Or
No, I could see that. Like, it wasn't a lot of fan interaction. It was just a lot of like having guests show up for stuff.
that's not to say that there wasn't any fan interaction, because of course they had things like the cosplay contest and things like that, of course.
But badly managed.
Yeah, it did feel very much, we're Sega, we're going to put on a show for you.
Mm-hmm. That's not a bad thing.
And of course not, that's not a bad thing at all.
Sonic Boom is more professional, like more on a professional target than, say, Summer Sonic or Western Supersonic or, the Sega Bits Fan Jam, etc. But they still do maintain that sense of socializing and having a good time. Just not on the scale that I think other conventions do it. But that's not to say that Sonic Boom doesn't try.
Oh, of course not.
Sorry, Danny. I would say, going off of that people always went to Summer of Sonic not just for Sonic, but pretty much to see the people that they've met at previous Summer of Sonics.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I don't think people went to Boom to meet people at Boom. I think people went to Boom to go to Sonic Boom.
Sure.
And that's probably the key social difference there, in that Summer of Sonic was much more of a social event.
The nature of the United States of America and the scale of it and they'd one on one coast, one on the other coast and stuff. So it's not like if I was in like New York, I wouldn't be able to go to the ones at the opposite end unless I forked out, on a plane and stuff. So whereas the UK is we're convenient in the sense that it's a lot easier to get to wherever it is. America's a difficult thing to do.
That's a solid point.
So Donnie, you've never. I mean, you don't do the Sonic conventions, but you've done a commentary on Summer of Sonic. You've done commentary on Western Supersonic. I'd like to confirm, if I'm assuming I am doing a stream for the next one, that Donnie will be returning for that. But what is it like to watch as an outsider then?
I think it's unique because you see a lot of things that you normally might not see because you're so focused on, at the floor. You're focused on getting to where you need to go, and seeing if you can find people that and in my case, I can see like everything happening all at once because the stream camera is nice and wide, and you can see the entire venue floor. Sometimes the camera will pan back and forth, and you can see what's going on in the back, and you get to see everything up on the stage, so you know what's happening there, and it's quite a unique perspective that you can see all this happening all at once, and you can see the various antics, like that Supersonic cosplayer. That was something else, but yes.
What I like about the online stuff is it feels, because there's quite a few people who watch them, and it feels like almost a whole separate event in itself, like a whole second convention. There are all these people in this chat room, and all these random things happen, like when people do interact with the camera and stuff, or Kevin comes around and starts talking at you in the microphone and stuff, that people who are actually there don't get to experience. So it's like a whole separate additional event, which I quite like.
Yeah, it's an entirely different thing in its own, and I really love being able to interact with the people in the chat, because I'm just like them, where they're just watching the convention, admiring everything that's going on, and I'm talking to them directly, letting them know what's going on, and passing on the word to the staff there about what's going on with the music. Because one thing I don't think people quite realized is that I was actually passing word on to Simon Forever Sonic, who was at handling the DJ booth at Western Supersonic, and I was relaying him songs that people wanted to hear in the chat, and he would end up playing. Cool. Yeah, he was playing them later on.
That is really cool. I don't think even Claire knows about that, so that's really cool. Thanks for letting me know about that.
Yeah, he was actually letting me know, and hey, is there any other requests that the chat want to hear? And I'll list him like a few songs, and he'll be like, okay, it'll this song will play after this song, and then that song will play after this, and he only stopped because he got so many requests that he couldn't keep up.
Yeah, you do a wonderful job, Jono.
Yes.
Western Supersonic 2016 at the Grand PR.
Yes.
What can you tell us? What you're allowed to tell us? Why should people want to go, other than me being there?
Well, the fact that you're going there is kind of why we had such a big turnout last year. I hope you realise that.
It's
we
the first
haven't
bullet
actually
point,
shared that
isn't
with
it?
you. Yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, the thing we absolutely loved about Western Supersonic was we just got people together, and we just kind of. This is really weird because I hadn't prepared for this at all, but it was just really cool just to watch people sort of just get together on this horrible day in the middle of January, when this sort of Seaside Resort would have been just completely deserted, and just get together and have a good time and just play some games and just enjoy it. I don't know if that appeals to anybody else but me, but
I think it appeals to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the
reason why a lot of people came along, I would like to think, because I think there were people who did travel from as far as Glasgow to actually come down and see us, which we were absolutely shocked by. It was just really, really cool. Do people have any interesting or fun convention memories from any Sonic event or any Sonic convention they may have had? Because I know I've got one from.
I wanted to
Sonic
ask
a few years
that.
ago.
I wanted to ask that like this whole time, but yeah.
I imagine most of Kevin's convention
Are
memories
very
are around
enlightening.
heart attacks.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it was only 2011 where I actually ended the thing being happy with it. I mean, in terms of good stories, I mean, Izuka grabbing me on the stairs at SOS 11 and speaking in English because he can. don't, if you ever hear Izuka speak Japanese or just see him speaking Japanese, he can speak English. He just doesn't like to, in case he makes a mistake and people pounce on it because of the Sonic community. But he said that it was a fantastic show, and he was a bit upset actually because he really wanted to come, because he was doing lots of interviews and stuff upstairs, and he really wanted to come down onto the floor more, and Naka-san as well. Both wanted to come down and really mingle with the fans more, and like go and see the things and the artist tables and stuff. He thought it was absolutely fantastic. And it was very notable that he actually very specifically said that this is much better than Sonic Boom, which was like, wow.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that was like, okay, so that's the thing done by like the brand team, and that's the fan thing, and he thought that it was a much better component. So that was good. I guess the only other one that was absolutely ridiculous was the issue on the last one, where I was just doing the ending of Rex Factor, and everything was fine. And I was like, okay, you can win this prize. And I was down with Turbo was at the DJ booth, and there was like Sega couldn't get the prize in time, so instead they gave me a laminated card with basically a picture of a PS3 on it or something. I can't remember what it was. So they could organise a laminated picture of a PS3, but they couldn't organise a PS3. So I reached down to get it, and I was wearing these terrible knockoff Converse All-Star shoes from Primark.
Nice.
So I only bought because they were
Lovely.
cheap and red and it looked like Sonic shoes, and thought, why the heck not? And I was wearing these things. It was like the first time I was wearing them, and I leant down, and my heel caught on the back of my jeans.
Oh no!
I was pulled out, and I'm on the stage, and I've got a thing in front of me, luckily, and I'm on the mic talking to people, and it just hit the back of my heel, and there was a sort of a small tug I felt, and then this sort of.
Oh no! On the stage.
And I sort of, if you look on the video, I don't even freeze. I'm well aware of what's just happened, and I'll stay there and I pick up a thing and I'm continuing on as normal. But after that moment, I don't move from that position.
I want to see this so badly.
These were cheap jeans as well. I mean, so it's kind of expected. But it was like my jeans tore from my crotch down to the back of my calf.
Oh my god!
Ow.
I had a backup for everything except.
Oh no! If you can
So
find a clip of that.
I proceeded to do the thing, and again, you can probably see it on the video, which is that Turbo.
So I don't remember any of this.
No, Turbo looks at me like what's wrong, and I just sort of take the finger and put it in the hole, just like pull it apart, just so he could see how big it get, and he just sort of opened his mouth and went, oh.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
It continues from there though, because I've got to be on stage, and luckily one of the people who actually always wanted to, always came along to Summer Sonic when you could. It was actually my mum, a huge Summer of Sonic fan. She's been like 3, I think, in the end. She just came in and stuck around, and I just sort of waved at her frantically afterwards, and I basically sent her out to try and get some jeans to get frickin' something, and she came back with a load of safety pins because that was all she could get.
Oh.
So I then spend the rest of Summer of Sonic with basically safety pins holding everything together in my jeans from.
Oh man.
I got about 10 around the crotch area. That's just destroyed, which is great, for somebody on stage, and just a variety around there, which is great until it comes to the end. And I think I've made it somehow through this nightmare. But over the course of the day, everything's like come apart and bent and twisted because only in safety pins.
Oh no!
And by the end of it, I was like, oh yeah, emotional goodbye and hey, whatever. And now Jun Snoy is going to play us out and stuff. No. So it comes on. We've only got Jun Snoy because, I don't know. I can't remember what Johnny Junior was doing. And then, so Jun starts cranking up for Live and Learn. And I love Live and Learn. I loved Live and Learn. I don't anymore. And Jun, and I'm sort of turning off, and Jun goes, "You sing."
No.
Oh my god!
3 seconds. 3 seconds before like the first word lyrics supposed to start. I have 3 seconds to tell you what's going.
Oh my god!
I want to get off the stage.
Holy shit!
I had no idea.
The lifetime expectancy of these safety pins is pretty much destroyed at this point in time. And because there are so many around my around my hidden palace zone. Okay. It's that area because you're walking around and moving and stuff. It's the area that suffered most.
Oh no!
And it was the area that would suffer more because all those pins had kind of half come undone. And it said there was this twisted metal, basically, sticking into my plums. And now Jun wants me to sing. Heck have I got a chance of singing Live and Learn? I can't remember the words anyway. I'm slowly but surely having very forced acupuncture happen.
Oh my god, in the worst place.
Yeah, and I'm on stage with 1,000 people in front of me expecting me to sing.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, I don't like Live and Learn anymore as a song now. I can't stand it. I can't hear it. I can't stand hearing it. But it's a memory that will last for a lifetime. And
truly,
yeah, it was painful.
I had no idea that whole time. You having a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh, it wasn't so much a wardrobe. It was not so much a function as an absolute disaster.
A wardrobe catastrophe. I've got a few stories from my time. The day before Summer of Sonic, when everybody was setting up, it was actually, I believe it was Jun's birthday. Was it Jun's birthday that day, or was it the day before? I can't tell. Can't remember.
It was near.
It was around that. It was around Jun's birthday, and Kerry Rizzo, who was a representative at Sega at the time, had actually arranged a big birthday cake to be brought out for him. And so she brought it out, and Jun blew the candles, and the cake was cut, and he took a break. He started his slice of cake, and then he went off to start doing his practice and doing his sound checks.
Right.
My soundman Chris hadn't had a slice of this cake, so he just picked up the first slice that he can find. It turns out that the slice of cake that my soundman Chris picked up was actually Jun's slice, and he ate it.
Oh no.
I can't actually remember whether or not Jun was actually looking for his cake afterwards, but if he didn't, he wouldn't be able to find it. But in Chris's own words, he said it feels like I kissed him.
Well then.
That escalated quickly.
That's funny.
I think the thing I've had most of my memories from Summer of Sonic involve people on Twitter asking me why the stream's not working, but
why was the stream not working, Jamie?
because we never asked about the internet at these conventions.
Was
Yes.
this the year that you had to do your whole internet off of like your mobile 3G signal or something?
No, that was 2009, and that was the year we turned up at the convention to be told that there was basically no internet. So I had to do a. How long's the Summer of Sonic convention usually? How many hours?
9, 10 hours.
10 till
So
5.
okay. So I had to
Proper
broadcast
day thing.
live on, I think it was Ustream back then, live for 10-ish hours on my
my God.
3G dongle, and had to pay. It was pay as you go.
Oh my god.
And I had to pay for that amount, the sheer amount of data. And I remember numerous occasions throughout the day having to top it up. Ring up.
I don't even want to ask how much that must have cost you.
It was money. We do it because we love it. Yay! Everyone has good stories. Summer of Sonic is a wonderful thing. It may come back one day. Who knows? Depends how much people hate themselves to go through it again. However, there is Western Supersonic, which is due this January 2016. Jono, if people want to find out more, if they may be interested in going, where should they go?
The best place that you can go to look for information about Western Supersonic will be our Facebook page, which is www.facebook.com/Western Supersonic, all one word.
Fantastic. So make sure you check over there and find out more. Right, we're going to go for a quick break while Radio Sega tell you how awesome they are and why you should check them out. And when we come back, Donnie.
Hi.
Hi. You're going to be defeated, maybe.
Well, that's nothing new.
Now, we will see you guys after this quick word from Radio Sega. Shut up, Donnie.
Radio Sega. The #1 community radio, playing Sega music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Want to request a track? Simply go to radiosega.net and register for free. You'll get to choose from the thousands of Sega songs in our playlist. Need something more? Tune in every day for top quality live programming. From music to talk to specialist shows, we've got it all covered. Check out our full schedule by going to radiosega.net/shows. Listen to us on your browser, mobile app or preferred media player. Go to radiosega.net/listen to find out how. Radio Sega, playing the best Sega music 24/7.
Hello everyone, we are back. This is Opinion Zone episode 18, and we've been talking about conventions, but now it's time to move on to my personal favourite part of the show. It's defeat. Donnie. Hello, Donnie.
Hi. It would be your most personal favorite segment, wouldn't it?
Now, last time we had a misadventures themed quiz, and you didn't do very well, did you?
No, and
You
Uncle
upset
Ponzi
someone,
let
didn't you?
it very clear that he didn't really approve of it either.
You'll be pleased to know, right in time for Defeat Donnie, we have brought back Uncle Poxy! Yay!
Yeah, hey! You're just in time to get back to the newsroom.
Hello. Oh, okay. I brought it back this time, so we're fine.
Cool.
Yes, so, because Donnie, what you don't realise is if you lose today, not only will you have to give up your reign as TSSZ news anchor,
Again.
but you will be forever banned from the Sonic Boom commentaries. So no, you haven't got to just win for Uncle Poxy, because if you lose he'll kick you. You have to win for your Boom commentary team. Before we can start the quiz, we have to go to Donnie's special newsroom, which calls travelling around the world in his secret location. Are we all ready?
No.
Johnny
Strap
sounds
on,
so
everybody.
excited.
Got my
Let's
seatbelt.
go over to the Defeat Donnie newsroom. Yay! Right.
I don't remember it being this cold in here.
We have obviously Donnie, otherwise this whole segment is redundant. Hello, Donnie.
Hi guys, how's it going?
We have, in our co-panel thing, we have the wonderful Uncle Poxy.
Hi.
And in our studio audience, we have Kevin and Kat.
Yeah.
This
No.
isn't Blockbusters. Why have you brought us here?
I thought I was coming in to see Catchphrase.
Today's
Tomorrow.
contestant going up against Donnie actually sent us in an email. So I'm going to read the email first. Okay?
Ooh.
I've been out of the Sonic loop from 2010 till now, so I don't know too much about recent Sonic or anything along those years. If you make that a theme, I'm willing to challenge Donnie. I think it'll be funny. I think it'd be a disaster for both of us. I think I'm not ready, so it'd be fun. Now, who sent that email?
An idiot. An absolute idiot.
I was going to say Jamie.
It was Fuad!
What?
Okay, I'm ready.
So, there are
Is,
two...
is Gabrielle here at least? I don't know.
Gabrielle is on a break this week. She's having a little rest. She's got a vacation. She's off with her husband, tarting around the world. But we have another. Don't worry, we've got it all covered. Don't worry, Donnie, it's fine. So today's theme for the quiz, because as we all know, Fuad has international things. Our quiz will be taking us around the world.
Oh no.
How wonderful!
Are you taking me back to Czechoslovakia again? 'Cause I know
Yes.
exactly where this is
I'm just recycling all questions.
References. Yes.
This is why you have faith in him today.
Right. Question 1. We are going to go skip flipping a coin, tossing a coin, or coining a toss, or whatever we do. We're going to go straight to Donnie. Right. Are you ready for your first question? Here we go. Sonic Underground was certainly an interesting take on the Sonic canon, Donnie. But can you tell me what TV station originally aired the show in Canada?
Let's see. Out of all the 10 stations that could potentially air the cartoon in Canada, I looked this up once too. This is, Cartoon Network. That's wrong, but screw.
Let's see, Donnie, if you're correct. No, unfortunately it was Teletoon, because apparently Canada has really odd named TV stations.
Yep, Teletoon. Good times.
Sorry, Donnie. Fuad. There's a dog supporting you somewhere in the background.
Oh man, I'm gonna let it down. Here we go.
Here we go. Right. Sonic Adventure 2, Donnie. No, Fuad.
Sonic Adventure 2 coming soon to Xbox One.
I'd play
Donnie
that.
edition.
Will buy.
Sonic Adventure 2 was a highlight for many fans, the perfect anniversary celebration. But what was the North American release date for this classic?
I'm kidding.
Ooh,
Wait a
I
minute.
remember Battle. Was it 2000? Or no, for regular, it was
For the original
2001?
Sonic Adventure 2. What was
Adventure
the
2.
release date? I don't want a year, I want the date.
June 18th or 19th. I'm gonna go with 19th.
Let's see if you are correct. That is correct!
This is stressful. Donnie, how do you do this every week?
We now need to see how we're doing. We know already because how could you not be following the scores when you've only had 2 questions? But we're going to ask anyway. Now, Gabrielle is on holiday, so we're going to ask what the scores are to the glamorous and wonderful Poxette. Poxette, what are the scores so far?
Hello, Jamie. Well, so far we have Donnie with no points. He's a fucking stupid lung. And the most handsome Fuad is 1 point. he also is one step closer to winning my heart.
I have the weirdest boner right now.
That was certainly a thing, right? I was not expecting that. Poxet, you need to give me advance warning when what voice you're going to be.
When you open your mouth.
But Jamie, we spoke on the phone a couple days ago, and you wanted to see me personally and buy me dinner and go drinks.
Okay.
That's definitely
Right.
okay.
You speak when spoken to, Poxet. Right.
Be quiet.
Time
I
for
think
round.
you just
Grandma,
upset
sit
all the
down.
Russians, right?
Time for round 2. Now, I know both of you play every Sonic game ever. I know both of you listen to all the story. You follow the plot so closely. You can quote every line from every game.
Oh, jeez.
So what we're gonna do is
Go on.
oh my god! Right, okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna play you a clip from a Sonic game, and you have to tell me which game that quote comes from. Now, I'm not gonna play it backwards for a change, because then it would be completely inaudible and it would be completely unfair. But rather than just play the clip straight out of the games, we are gonna have them read out in a variety of different accents.
Oh my
good.
god.
Oh god.
My international things are awful.
Using a very bad text-to-speech program.
Oh no. Oh
Why?
So listen carefully, because some of it's not very audible or intelligible. Right, here we go.
I've done it backwards.
Donnie,
Hi.
you're first. Don't screw this up. Each question could get you 2 points. I hope Poxet's listening. Because what you have to tell me is 1, which game did it come from? And 2, what accent is it? Here is your first one. Tell me, what game are they quoting from? And in what accent? Listen very carefully, Donnie.
He loves to hear his own lips flap, but I got a hand to the eggster. This place is epic. Everyone and their brother will wanna come here.
If you want to listen to that again, just let me know.
Well, I know what game it's from, but the accent. Was that supposed to be an accent?
He loves to hear his own lips flap, but I got a hand to the eggster. This place is epic. Everyone and their brother will wanna come here.
The sad thing is, I know exactly what that accent is.
So, Donnie.
Well, the game is from Sonic Colors, and the accent is Puerto Rican. I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm sorry, any Puerto Ricans who are listening in.
Okay, let's check your first answer. Was it
It's
indeed...
not Puerto Ricans I'd be worried about, Donnie.
Was it indeed Sonic Colors? Let's find out. Was it Puerto Rican? Who knows? Let's find out.
shit.
No, it was Welsh, apparently.
It was Welsh.
Drill, isn't it?
Right, Fuad.
Yes.
Here is your clip. Please tell me which game they are quoting from and
The dog does hate me.
what accent they are doing.
Listening.
The 7
Trying.
emeralds are the servers. Chaos is power, enriched by the heart. The controller serves to unify the chaos. The 7 emeralds can change our thoughts into power.
Okay. Sonic. It's Adventure or Adventure 2. Who says the full thing? Do they both say it? Don't answer that. No one answer that. I'm gonna
play it
say Adventure 1. And for the accent,
The 7 emeralds are the
Australian?
servers. Chaos is power, enriched by the heart.
Okay, let's see if you're correct.
oh no, it's not Australian. Damn it. Okay, go ahead.
Right. I've got to take your first answer. Was it Sonic Adventure 1? Was it Australian? No, it was
My second
Scottish.
guess.
What the
Scottish!
hell?
Damn it!
I was gonna say
man.
Scottish too.
Let me just play this bit back to you, and you tell me, Fred, which bit of this sounds Australian.
The 7 emeralds are the servers. Chaos is power enriched by the heart.
Interesting, right?
It's power.
I heard heart instead of heart.
It's still better than Puerto Rican, to be fair.
It's still far away.
Yeah, still pretty
Yeah.
geographically inaccurate.
Donnie,
Hi.
we go back to you. Listen carefully, my love, and tell me, which game is this quoted from, and what accent is it being spoken in?
I've had it up to here with robots and Eggman and all of it. Now, where's my money?
Wait, what now?
I've had it up to here with robots and Eggman and all of it. Now, where's my money?
Ooh, it's Sonic Heroes. And I want to say that the accent is... It is French.
Well,
right. Let's see if you're right.
Kevin, are you okay?
Oh boy.
Was it Sonic Heroes? It was Sonic Free Riders. And was it French? No, it was Indian.
Once again, pretty
We're both
far
bad
away.
at this.
I can see why you would think it was Heroes, Donnie, though.
Fuad,
Yes.
your last one. You ready?
Not really, but let's do this.
Let's do it anyway. Tell me,
Yeah.
what is the accent and what game is being quoted in your clip? Let's have a listen.
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald slowly and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is if you really care for her.
Oh my.
I think this is the
Sonic
favourite thing
Adventure
I've ever done.
2, but could I hear the clip one more time for the accent?
Go on then. Because it's you.
Let's take care of business first, shall we, Sonic? Hand over the Chaos Emerald slowly and then we'll talk about your girlfriend. That is if you really care for her.
What the hell is even happening with the...
I want to say Australian again.
I think I know what accent that is.
I don't know what it is. Australia one more time. I'm sorry, Australians.
Let's see if you're correct. So far, it doesn't bode well. Right. Was it Sonic Adventure 2? And was it Australian? Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I was like, one of these days it'll be Australian. No.
And I love, apparently in Australia they can't say business.
Yeah, that's what gave it off to me. I'm like, business.
Let's take care of business first.
Business. We're at the end of round 2, which means we need to go to Uncle Poxet. Uncle Pox. Wait, never mind. And we will see. Uncle Poxet. Screw it, I like that name. What are the scores so far?
Hello, Jamie. Well, Donnie has now gone up and got 1 point. Well done, you wasteful pile of crap. And Fuad, he is going quite far, just as much as his beanie reaches his forehead. He has 4 points.
Why couldn't Russian be one of the accents?
Like it, Donnie, be smart. Because he's not get be smart. Grandma, sit down, please. No, I've got up to here with this note. Sit down. Sorry. I can't control it sometimes.
Why is your grandmother called Uncle?
You really don't want to know she's from Thailand.
Okay, alright, okay. With a Russian accent.
She wasn't... She moved to Russia.
Okay. We now come to true or false. I'm going to ask you both 3 questions, and it's simple. Is it true or is it false? How hard can it be, Donnie? How hard can it be?
Medium with a with a touch of hard, or the easy, medium, challenging way.
Well, you could barely finish that sentence, so here we go. Right. Here we go. Donnie, here's your first set. Right. Donna, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity was called Sonic Riders Shooting Space Story in Japan. True or false?
True.
It's called Shooting Star Story. There is an attraction in Japan Joyplace, amazing Wikipedia, Joyplace, where guests must be quick to answer a variety of trivia. That attraction is called Sonic Brain Ranking. True or false?
False.
That is true. Right, and your last question. The Dreamcast had 4 different colours to its swirl logo for different regions. True or false?
True.
It only officially had 2. Fuad.
Yes.
It's all up for play. Who knows where this could go?
Who knows?
Who knows? Here are your 3 questions. Are you ready?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm pleased. Sonic Unleashed has a different name in certain countries it was released in. True or false?
True.
Shadow the Hedgehog was banned briefly in Australia due to complaints to their ratings board that the game promoted gun violence to a child demographic.
True.
That is false.
Oh, I totally could have seen it happening.
For the initial design of Sonic the Hedgehog, Naoto Oshima claims that he just stuck Felix the Cat's head on the body of Mickey Mouse. He was surprised later that no one at Sega noticed. True or false?
What? False?
According to an interview with him, that is true. Right. Let's go to Uncle Poxet from Thailand for the final scores. And see, Uncle Poxet, tell me what are the final scores and who is our winner.
Hello, Jamie. I'd like to tell you that the final scores on the scoreboard.
You sound a bit Swedish.
He is still. Dog, I will rip this from it. I'm going to murder you if you do not shut your mouth. Donnie has the 1 point. Still, he knows nothing. He should be fired. Fuad has taken my heart. He has 5 points, which makes him the winner.
Oh my god.
Yeah, here's my jam.
We have a winner! Fuad! Are you
Awesome.
happy? You're the first member of staff to defeat Donnie. How do you feel?
I feel pretty great. I'm normally the one cheering him on, so it's interesting being on the other side of this. Donnie, as much as everyone makes fun of you, I think you're a worthy opponent. Cheers, buddy.
Worthy? You beat him by 4.
Never mind, Donnie. You may have a chance next time. We will see.
I won't.
If you want to
this
defeat
time on
Donnie,
Takeshi's Castle.
if you want to defeat Donnie, it's usually quite easy to do. So why not? Send us an email to the Sonic Show channel at gmail.com or send us a Facebook message. Our Facebook is facebook.com/The Sonic Show. We're going to go very, very quickly and we're going to do a very abridged version of Ask and then we'll be done for the day. So we see you guys after this break while Donnie pleads with the commentary's crew to be allowed back on to their show. We'll see you guys very shortly.
Radio Sega. The #1 community radio, playing Sega music 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Want to request a track? Simply go to radiosega.net and register for free. You'll get to choose from the thousands of Sega songs in our playlist. Need something more? Tune in every day for top quality live programming, From music to talk to specialist shows, we've got it all covered. Check out our full schedule by going to radiosega.net/shows. Listen to us on your browser, mobile app or preferred media player. Go to radiosega.net/listen to find out how. Radio Sega, playing the best Sega music 24/7.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the last part of the Sonic Show's Opinion Zone, and this is a bumper super episode unless I've just gone to this edit with a hacksaw and removed huge chunks out. We're here for the last part where we like to ring the Uncle Poxy hotline and read your emails to Uncle Poxy and see if we can offer help. Unfortunately, I think there's an issue with the Uncle Poxy helpline, and I've tried ringing it today, and every time I try to ring, he says he's not going to be able to answer. Or if he is, it's going to be about half an hour later, unplanned. So what we're going to do, let's ring the helpline and see who we get put through to and who's going to answer our questions today. Just 1 second. I'll go get my phone.
Premium rate number.
Hello and welcome to the Ask Uncle Poxy helpline. Uncle Poxy can't take your call right now as he is a dick. Please wait and we will put you through to the Ask Uncle Kevy helpline.
Look, Susan, look, no, okay? I asked you for 3 copies of that report, and you've not given them to me, okay? Don't give me that face. Okay? Now, look, on my desk, 6 a.m. tomorrow, or else you're gone, okay? Right. Now, if you don't mind, I've got somebody on the line. I'm terribly sorry about that. Hello.
This Poxy's serious.
Hi.
What's going on?
Hi there, Uncle Kevy. I've rung to ask you ask for some advice.
Okay. Have you signed the NDA?
Yes.
Okay, you're aware that you're not allowed to record anything for broadcast at another time on pain of terrible forfeit.
Of course, I would never do that. Who would do
Excellent. Anyway, how may I help you today?
Cool. God, this is a bit intimidating. Right, I have 3 emails for you today, and I was wondering if you could give me some advice. Right, let's go for the first one. Dear Uncle Kevy, I need your help. Recently, I've done something I've never done before. In fact, looking at the effects, I never should have done it in the first place. I've started reading Sonic fan fiction. Oh dear. It started out alright, to tell the truth. I stumbled upon a fan fiction writer named Dark Shelby 101, who, to be honest, had some pretty decent fan fictions, but when I finished reading all of her fanfics, I found myself wanting more. I then went to the Sonic the Hedgehog category and read the first one on the page, and then the second, and then the 5th, then the first page, then the first 4 pages. I now find myself unable to pull myself away from them, even though I desperately want to. I haven't eaten or slept in 2 weeks because I've been glued to my computer screen. I find it extremely difficult to write this question, as my brain is begging me to go back to the fanfics. What should I do about this?
Okay, so you are overindulging in Sonic fan fiction. The problem isn't the fan fiction itself, but just the fact that the time that is being eaten up. I think the best way to, if you're having problems getting time to actually take in food, perhaps the best way of actually going about this would be to print off your Sonic fan fiction that you would like to read, and then as you read it page by page, eat that page. At least then you're getting something inside you, and I'm certain and it's full of, and I'm sure it's full of fibre, and depending upon the site, lemon and lime. So at least you'll get some kind of nutrition value. Depending upon the story, you might not get much in the way of reading material, but at least you'll have something there.
You'd be recycling as well.
To that reader, that's what you need to do. You need to consume your fanfics.
Absolutely. But do not worry about the fact that you would like reading. Is the more sensible answer.
Next question. Hello, Uncle Kevy. I have something extremely important to ask you. Earlier this week, I went to my local GameStop. I needed to enlarge my amiibo collection by buying every one in stock. After purchasing my amiibos, my eyes drifted to an ancient artifact only heard of in fables and fairy tales, Sonic 06. Using what money I had left, I bought the game in hopes of discovering its secrets and values. After preparing my 360, I attempted to begin playing it when I realised something that is crucial to my research, which is why I'm sending this email. I need a way to play Sonic 06 without vomiting, breaking my controller, my Xbox 360, Windows, television, injuring others, burning my house down, going insane, shooting someone, or possibly shooting myself. Any advice? Sincerely yours, someone who wishes they were Batman but realises their dream will never come true.
Your first mistake was going to GameStop. Additionally, if you're intent on enlarging your amiibo, I'm not quite sure that's the store that you necessarily need to go to. However, the best way to play Sonic 06 without any of those things happening is play Sonic Generations.
So the solution to playing Sonic 06 without vomiting is to play Sonic Generations.
Absolutely. At least you'll then get the most well-known level.
That's very true.
In a medium which will allow you to play it without losing 80 to 100% of your hair.
Okay. Good point. Right. Shall I move on to the last question? This is actually addressed not only to you, Uncle Kevy, but everyone else at the Sonic Show. Because I didn't mention there's numerous people on this phone call in my house. We all have different handsets right now.
Please insert 10 pence to continue call.
God damn it, 1 second, let me hit change.
Here you go. I'm chipping in.
There we go. Right, let's continue. Dear Uncle Kevy and the rest of the Sonic Show crew, I want to start by saying that I'm a big fan of the show and I always look forward to listening every week. It's a lot of
I don't deal with liars.
Here's an extra 10.
It's a lot of fun for me being a Sonic fan to be able to listen in and have a lot of fun hearing you guys talk about Sonic and various other things. I never really get to talk about it since none of my friends like the franchise, and I usually feel kind of weird for liking it. But you guys and the show remind me that I can like whatever I want to like and whatever makes me happy. But I do actually have a question that I would like some advice on, if that's okay. In a couple of days, I'm starting my second year of college and I'm on an art course. Art is my biggest passion and I do really want to try and get an art-based career in the future. Problem is, I have severe social anxiety, and so far it's been holding me back from a lot of things, and even doing simple tasks is hard. I'm still struggling to find a job because of it. Long story short, I don't know if I should go to university and carry on studying art or not. It does really interest me, but I don't know if I can actually do it, and I'm just really stuck on what I should do. I hope you guys get this and read it, and thank you again for always brightening up my week. And they also sent us an attachment of some Sonic art they did, which will hopefully appear shortly. But yes, what should they do?
Okay, as someone who has gone to university, and someone who probably wishes they didn't, with something like that, considering the amount of money that it costs, you're getting a serious answer here. considering the amount of money that it costs, okay, you need to have a really strong think about whether or not it's the best thing to do, because you are putting multiple years of your life aside to do this. You only should go and do it if you're absolutely confident that you will be comfortable with studying art for that long, and that you will enjoy it. There is no point in going there if you're not going to enjoy it. Okay. Obviously, a university experience. If you do that, try and live on campus. It's one of those things. You can obviously live off campus or commute in. But it's much better for you. I think it would be better for you from the friends side of things if you actually live on campus, because then you're in that situation where, in a way, you've got no choice but to make friends and new contacts and engage more. And there's lots more, obviously, going on the campus. It's also much better from an educational point of view as well. So that's my suggestion. But if you end up thinking that you desperately want to go and that you're keen on doing that, then go ahead and put everything that you can into it. Don't worry, education is there for you. Okay, you're not there to sort of dock your cap to education. Okay, it's there to work for you.
Yeah.
I'm starting university on Monday.
Yay!
I'm commuting in. I'm doing animation, which isn't exactly, it's a form of art. But I do a lot of my stuff on the side anyway. So I can totally agree on Kevin. It's like you need to make sure that it's something that you really want to do, because I wasted an entire year at college studying business studies because I didn't know what I wanted to do, and I managed to get pulled out halfway through and get thrown into graphics, which pretty much exploded my love for animation, and now I have a plan. So if this is 100% what you want to do, then go for it. You know, be full-on confident with yourself. And I can agree that like living on campus is a great thing on the friend side. The reason I'm commuting is because I've got too many responsibilities here, and luckily the train station is like 10 minutes from my house, and the building I go to on campus is 5 minutes from the train station. Not even that, like a 2-minute cycle ride. So that's like just a big streak of luck. But I'm pretty sure what you'll get out of it is not only a great experience, but also, you know, great qualifications and all that. So yeah, go for it.
But yeah, what I'd say in regards to that is I kind of came from an artistic background myself. I did film, and I was very much in the same place in that I didn't like people, and in a way I still don't really like people. But in a way, university kind of taught me how to deal with people and how to actually talk with people. I wouldn't be too worried about your social anxiety. In essence, you can almost let your art do the talking, because if you've got confidence in your art and you've got a style that they love, then you can pretty much go anywhere with it. And personally, I think having gone through university, that'll kind of galvanize you in sort of actually talking to people and actually talking to them on a level that you're confident with. How to talk to somebody professionally about what it is you're doing.
Final note then. We actually just saw your art, and it is super awesome. Just wanted to say.
Yes.
It's incredible.
Again, thank you, Uncle Kevy. It's been very interesting talking to you.
Don't worry, the bill is in the mail.
Oh, great. I'm sure you're very reasonably priced.
Oh, no, it's Bill Freiberger. I'm sending you him. He's going to take any necessary steps to acquire the funds that are required.
Awesome, fantastic.
Oh.
I'm
I'll
pleased
also
to...
get you a lot of alcohol.
Yes, I quite like that. Right. Ta-ta. I will now put the phone down, but thank you ever so much. Ooh, before I do put the phone down, guys, if you want to ask Uncle Poxy a question, he is usually here every week, just send us an email to thesonicshow@gmail.com or send us a message to facebook.com/thesonicshow, and he will hopefully answer your questions. Remember, we can't prove they're real, so do what you want. Right. That is actually today's show. That is it. It's all over. It's all over.
Whoop.
Oh my goodness.
I think it ran by so quick because we have so many awesome new people joining us. Thank you, guys.
So, what have we learnt today? We have learnt that everyone loves a convention, except for Donnie, who never gets to go to one. But he still loves them in his own little way. We have learnt that nobody on the Sonic Show team knows accents at all. And we have learnt that if you have anxieties and things, just think it through. If it's the right decision, you'll know what to do. Now, I want to thank everybody who's joined us today. I will obviously thank Fuad, Donnie, and Uncle Poxy, but I want to send a special thank you to John O'D.
Thank you very much.
Is there anywhere the internet can find you?
Of course, you can find Western Supersonic, which is a convention that Rurifu and me put on at facebook.com/Western Supersonic, and that's all one word.
Mr. Kevin, pleasure as always.
Pleasure.
We love you, darling. Where can they find you?
Does it matter?
youtube.com/Sonic Rex, or you can also find him at Last Min Continue. That's correct, isn't it?
On Twitter, yes.
Yes. Wonderful. And thank you ever so much, Kat. Bye. My brain hurts. And it's been a stressful day getting this show done. I would go so far to say my brain is dead. So, if you can all say goodbye, guests not included unless they voluntarily want to, if everyone can say goodbye in their most zombie-like voice.
Go on, Donnie.
Goodbye.
Exactly the same.
Oh, that's better.
Nothing else going to beat that.
So that was yours? Okay. Brains. That's zombie for goodbye.
Okay. Poxy?
Oh, me! Oh.
Whoa. Are you a zombie or did you just wake up?
Both.
And I didn't have to do it because it's my show. I can't wait to edit this. I'm gonna cry. See you guys next week. Bye.
I dropped my ketchup.
Let's go. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show. Hey, yo, it's the Sonic Show.